From Washington, this is VOA News. The Winter Olympics in Sochi officially open. The Taliban questions may threaten talks with Pakistan. I'm Vincent Bruce reporting from Washington. The 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi have kicked off with a ceremony in brand new Fisht Olympic Stadium, which holds 40,000 people. The ceremony featured Russian music, ballet stars, acrobats, and cosmonauts. Olympic competition will get underway Saturday with medals being awarded in 5 events. From Sochi, VOA's Parke Brewer says the athletes are ready for competition to begin despite some logistical setbacks.
98 medal events will be contested at these 22nd Winter Games, 12 more than in Vancouver 4 years ago. Among the new events are women's ski jumping, team figure skating, mixed relays in luge and biathlon, as well as some freestyle skiing and snowboarding events added to attract younger audiences. Gold medals in 5 sports will be contested Saturday: women's moguls in freestyle skiing, as well as a cross-country event, and the men's 10-kilometer biathlon, 5,000-meter speed skating, and a new snowboarding event called slopestyle. Parke Brewer, VOA News at the Sochi Olympics.
More at voanews.com. A passenger on a flight from Ukraine to Turkey apparently attempted but failed to divert the Turkish airliner to Sochi, Russia. The plane, which took off from Kharkov, Ukraine, destined for Istanbul, landed safely at Istanbul's Sabiha Gökçen Airport. Turkish officials say the passenger claimed there was a bomb on board the Pegasus Airlines flight and demanded that it be diverted to Sochi. Turkish media reported that the man was in custody. Unemployment in the United States dropped slightly in January, falling 0.1% to 6.6%. That's the lowest jobless rate since 2008. Friday's report from the Labor Department also says there was a net gain of 113,000 jobs in the economy, which is well below the average monthly gain over the past year. No comment from a U.S. official on the leak of a private phone conversation disparaging the European Union. U.S. diplomat Victoria Nuland told reporters Friday she will not comment on the conversation, which was apparently bugged.
I'm obviously not going to comment on private diplomatic conversations, other than to say it was pretty impressive tradecraft. The audio was extremely clear.
U.S. officials have implied Russia may be involved in the leak of the recording, which features voices resembling those of Assistant Secretary of State Nuland and U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine Jeffrey Pyatt. The people on the alleged call discuss international efforts to resolve Ukraine's ongoing political crisis, and at one point, the voice resembling Nuland's uses vulgar wording to suggest the European Union's position should be ignored. U.S. officials on Thursday pointed to a tweet by an aide to Russian Deputy Prime Minister Dmitry Rogozin as the first to promote the recording, which appeared on the YouTube website. The first trapped civilians have been evacuated from the besieged rebel-held areas of the Syrian city of Homs. On Friday, the United Nations confirmed that 83 people were escorted out of Homs' old city. That, as the government confirmed, it will attend a second round of peace talks in Geneva. The UN says those evacuated civilians, including women, children, and elderly, were taken to locations of their choice by the UN and Syrian Arab Red Crescent staff. Witnesses say a mob attacked and killed a Muslim man who was trying to flee from the Central African Republic, while a Christian was fatefully beaten by Muslims in a separate incident. Both attacks took place in the capital, Bangui, on Friday. The same day, an international criminal court prosecutor announced she had opened a preliminary probe into alleged atrocities in the CAR. Witnesses say the Muslim man was fatally attacked after he fell off a truck that was part of a convoy carrying thousands of Muslims to neighboring Chad. a predominantly Muslim country. In a VOA interview, Doctors Without Borders emergency coordinator Martine Flogstrasse said another mob attack allegedly involving Muslims took place elsewhere in Bangui on Friday.
Today has been quite a rocky day in Bangui. There has been another occasion near the transit camp. A man was lynched, and that was the opposite way around. So somebody was seen as being member of Anti-Balaka, and he got lynched by a group of Muslim men. So we see it on both sides.
A Taliban representative has questioned a key term set out by Pakistani government for negotiations with the militant group, and that could create a setback for talks between the two. I'm Vincent Bruce, VOA News.